Hey, what's going on with it, ladies and gentlemen, bronies and gentlemen? This is the one, the only, Criticism Guy 2009, aka Nintendo Free 2011. Before I begin real fast, I actually heard about this news a couple days ago, actually 3-4 days, so it wasn't really that long. It's pretty much exclusive right now still, so about a week or two might die out. We'll see what happens. Any guys out there that are sheeple and all that shit, you guys already know the rules. Probably might want to get the fuck out now and go back to your little fast food restaurants and little reality shows, even though I do them once in a while. But you know what? That's not the segment right now, because I don't buy into that shit. I just see it as an entertainment shit. That's all it is for shits and giggles. Not real life shit like this shit is. So without further ado, take this shit with a grain of salt if you want. But you have been warned. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. Everyone else, my truthers, my conspiracy theory people out there, my real people that know exactly what's the fuck's going down in this fucking country, you guys know what's up. So yeah, basically I heard about this about 2 days ago at this school down in Florida. I think it's called Polk Elementary. I'm gonna check out the picture real fast. Yeah, that's what it's called. Polk District Schools Elementary. They decided to do this little exam thing on these kids and students, which to me back in the days, I had to do little test exam shits at that time. Actually a lot of my middle school and high schoolers. God, you can't even imagine it. It's about every 3 or 4 months. Once every 3 or 4 months, I would have to do a little test exam thing. Which, besides the written paper ones, I'm talking about the one for your health and shit like that. It wasn't that fun. It's kind of boring as fuck in a way. I really didn't give a fuck, two shits and a fuck about it. At that time, I didn't know what alternative media shit was. The only thing that I knew was about video game and shit, anime, manga shit, the other stuff that I do, like a couple rants and stuff like that. And then a couple other things like, what's it called? Let's Plays was just barely coming out at that time. I was kind of like one of the old school veterans of that, even though I never played one myself. But actually, I know I did play them, but I never did videos of that at that time. That's a whole other ball game right there. I'll probably get into that in another video. But long story short, they decided to do a different exams or whatever on the bus. Out of all places, it was on the bus. They wanted to do this. I don't know why. And a lot of teachers, they got upset at this little situation scenario that was going on. I wouldn't be either. Like it says right here, it says parents irate. I think that means pissed off or angry in a fancier term. Parents irate over iris scannings on the bus. Now you got this in a public school thing. Well, it's not in a public school yet. I think it's in the privates. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But other than that, they show all these kids getting their eye exams tested and shit, Lucky for me, thank God, and possibly it'll never happen, but might one day, but unfortunately it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Right now, at this given moment in my life, it's probably not going to happen. Maybe other people it will. Other people it won't, depending on their situation and shit. But, basically, if I was one of those kids at that school, I would not even let them do it at all. I'd probably just give them homeschooling or something, even though I do want them to get that full experience. But at the same time, they have to take this test and shit. It's all government shit. They have to do it. They want your kids to stay slaves of the system, unfortunately. But that's how it is. Unfortunately, I'm not going to say what family member I have in my family that works for that school district shit, but I will tell you this. Sometimes they're not that fun. They've seen it firsthand themselves. I'm not going to say that individual's name because, I want to keep them protective and shit. But you know what? It is a fucked up situation, unfortunately. This is what it's come down to in America, when security is this fucking tight. And I don't even want to imagine having children at any given point at this time in my life. Definitely not for me. It ain't for other people, like I said, but for me, I'm just into it. Another crazy ass thing about this, they want them to get the eye exams and shit so they could just be targeted and chipped in, unfortunately, as criminals in the future. Just fucked up because I haven't talked about this yet, but they're starting to do stuff so with the system and everything. As soon as you get arrested, pulled over for DUI, or you're possession of drugs and narcotics, or if you're have a DWI, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you robbed a bank, you stab somebody. If you have proof of you on that, you just, whether you're guilty or not, whether you get, an unfair trial, which most people will get unfair trials if they don't get sent to Guantanamo Bay and shit. If they do later on, that's what they're gonna start doing. Trust me, that shit's gonna end up happening in the next maybe 5 or 10 years if it does happen. Which by then I'll be 33, 35, 38. I don't know, mid-late 30s at that time. I'm gonna be old as fuck by then. Yeah. So actually no, I'll probably be in my early mid-30s, 32, 33. I don't know. We'll see what the fuck happens. So yeah. Besides that, last thing I do want to point out in this scenario situation is that unfortunately it has come down to this, but you know what? to each his own, like I always say. This is a fucked up situation, but at the same time, you know, we gotta fucking deal with this, sadly. You know, unless we raise our awareness, as we did with that thing with the GMO thing, you know, and they passed a bill in Connecticut on that shit, telling Monsanto companies that they have to show their GMO labels, like I just did a couple minutes ago after I did this video. It's pretty fucked up. You know, anything is possible, which hopefully it does happen, but, you know, all these iris scans, it's kind of like that one movie, Minority Report, Tom Cruise back in 98, 99 when he did that movie, you know? Or Vanilla Sky, you know? Any of those little Scientology movies he does. I really don't agree with that much, but at the same time, I just watch it for the entertainment. I really don't give a fuck about any of that. It is fucked up, though, when you think about that. That intellectual level, you'll see, you know, what I'm talking about. And yeah, with that said, that's all I gotta say for now. So like I always say, comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit, and is what it is. And when I see you, guys, have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at around the world. Peace out, take care later. Don't drink, smoke, eat at the same time, and do not do anything reckless. And before I do finish off this video, I'm gonna try to do my channel trailer thing because of that whole banner thing, whatever. And a lot of people are still pissed the fuck off it, like me, for example. You know, it is fucking bullshit, but at the same time, fucking life. What the fuck can you do? It's YouTube. See you soon. Goodbye, and take care. Right? Stay safe, everybody. Happy Friday, and peace out. Lates. Goodbye, and yeah, late.